Happy day, everybody. Thanks so much for sticking with us. This is Fiesta Friday. I'm Jason Salas, and we are pleased to have you here because our friends from RE/MAX Diamond Realty will be here later in the show when we are talking about another aspect of island real estate and how you can get involved in it. We got a good segment coming up. Plus, we're going to show you how you can weave a grasshopper with coconut weaving. You do not want to miss that. That's coming up in our One Moment of Culture segment, and we're going to find out details to the second annual Guam Moms Helping Moms Toy Drive. But very first, our friends at West Care Pacific Islands will be hosting the very first signature event for that very fine organization, the Bahaki Ball. It's a very intriguing concept, so we are proud to have Carl Gumataotao and Rick Pa here, an artist and an administrator, a former colleague of ours too, Carl, so welcome back.
It's good to be back home and familiar surroundings.
All right, and it's a very interesting topic that we were talking about tonight. So explain actually what went behind the conception of the Bahaki Ball, and does that imply that people are actually encouraged to come, dressed down?
Certainly, the whole theme behind the Bahaki Ball is just to encourage people to come get together in a casual atmosphere to celebrate and do our part in helping the community and as far as providing needed services for Guam and its people.
Outstanding, and of course Bahaki meaning a relaxed state, kind of dressing like very, very casually. So as everybody can probably plainly see here on your TV screen, or if you're watching us on YouTube, your computer display, Rick has actually graced us with a work of his and everything. So Rick, welcome to Harmon. Good to have you here.
Thank you.
All right. So what exactly went into this piece of art? It's beautiful. I'm used to there being like this little table and everything like that.
Yeah.
I hope we can keep this here for a while because this is a great way to accentuate our set.
Well, I brought this along for the trip, for the ball. I did this piece in Maui. I figured I'd bring it along and see just to show and stuff, see what's happening.
And what kind of materials are made of this? Because on Guam, of course, when it comes to pieces of art like that, the precise wood being used to make it is we carry a lot of value with that.
Well, this is just very basic birch, which you could buy at Home Depot. I also work with koa and like mango woods, certain exotic woods, but I don't have those pieces today.
Yeah, Jason, if I might add, Mr. Rick is very modest, but you can see a lot of his works at several of the renowned hotels in Guam, the Guam Hilton, several other businesses that you can see Rick's work. We brought Rick out to help in as far as facilitating a artist symposium, if you might say, and that include not only Rick, but Mr. Ron Castro, Mr. Tim Henley, who are other renowned artists on Guam. And what we do is we went and invited members of the community who otherwise didn't have the accessibility to meet and work with these great artists, and as far as maybe providing some inspiration, providing some guidelines, and as far as producing artwork such as this. The Bahaki Ball basically is a product of the West Care Pacific Islands Foundation. This is, if you must say, our coming out party, and as far as exposing what West Care is all about on the islands. We work closely with one of our great sponsors, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention them, United Airlines, who is of course, our hometown airlines. We are very grateful for them to bring Rick out. And there are several other organizations involved in putting this event together. The event's scheduled for November 28th, and it's going to be at the Nico, Guam. Of course, tickets are going to be $100, and those funds are going to be going into different programs within West Care. As far as if people don't know what West Care is all about, we provide additional testing for STDs and HIV. We recently just been awarded a federal grant to provide services for our veterans. So as a result of this event, the proceeds for that event is going into these number of different causes that those federal programs can cover. But once again, we're really, really honored to have Rick here. And of course, Ron and Tim are going to help out in the symposium.
Can you tell ladies and gentlemen, that Carl is a alumni of our marketing department? Ever the salesman.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now Rick, obviously this piece of art is beautiful, and it captures, the color and the life and the vibrancy of, what it means to grow up in the islands. And, it's a very, very calming piece and everything. As an artist, how do you capture, that emotion and that spirit and that sentiment? And how would you, recommend other artists, be able to channel that within themselves and express it on a variety of media?
That's kind of hard to answer. I guess you follow your heart, what's in here. If you can transfer it to here, then to there, then you've accomplished it.
Do you try and think about a lot of things? Because I know some artists will say, you know, like I try and separate my heart from my brain, and I just, you know, I draw, I paint, I write, I do whatever and everything like that.
No.
Because the more I think about it, the more I start second guessing.
No, you can't disconnect, otherwise nothing's going to happen.
Very true.
Everything got to work in unison there. And what we're going to do this next week is people can come in and watch us work, and they can see a piece start from the beginning to the end, and then at the ball they'll see the final piece.
Now, we love the process here, so we'll make sure to cover that for you. And real quickly, before we go to commercial, how long did it take you to put this one together?
Oh, about 5 days.
Wow. That is true talent, everybody. So everybody, make sure to go to the Bahaki Ball. Support and meet Rick. It's going to be the time of a lifetime. Carl, always a pleasure.
Oh, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure for us too. And before we go any further, like I said, could I just go through a rundown of all the different organizations that are helping us to execute this event?
Sure, you got 10 seconds. We got to
Okay, we got United Airlines, the Nico Hotel, Cars Plus, Triple B. We have the Breeze Inn, who's providing accommodations for Rick, the Galati Group, the Ghana Shopping Center, GVB, and most especially my alumni, KUAM. Thank you so much for having us. And hopefully you can give us a call at 472-0218 to get your tickets for the event.
All right, so
And
just lastly, gentlemen.
And it's going to be on November 28th.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
All right, we're back after this.